If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gators will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking to throw again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They go right back to him. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Caught in the backfield, it's Livingston. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
That ties the game at 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Dribbling. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Dribbling. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He tries to take the top off.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Dribbling. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough edges on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Turns it loose deep. Touchdown, Rebels! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's Wilson. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
First down for the offense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Buys a little time. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The give on the counter. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Got a man, it's Lee. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Going to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Hold and fire complete. Oh, he got loose. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Caught near the sticks, it's Lee. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Brought down at the 15-yard line. Second down.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Still on his feet. He'll try to do it himself. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. With the catch, it's Sturdivant. Finds a crease at the 20. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grab behind the line. It's ball. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Got it behind the line. It's dribbling. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll immediately call timeout. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Lee. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's high. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The lone back's got it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the ball comes to rest right there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Catch in the middle, it's high. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. Takes
the handoff. It's Diggs. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's dribbling.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. The give is to Taylor. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Livingston. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. Oh, he's got some space. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. second and short. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running behind that left side. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for room. It's ball. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got it in the middle, it's hot. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to... He lobs one high down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Using his legs, it's Ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed behind the line. It's Hansen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The sure hands. It's Sturdivant. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sturdivant. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Florida, 28, Ole Miss, 24.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got a man. It's Lee. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with the defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
On the ground with the counter. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's ball. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Haas. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught behind the line. It's Lee. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. On target to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Under fire. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Uncorks one. He caught it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Looking to throw. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like to understand, like I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.